had the privilege of ministering through music for almost 20 years now. As a songwriter, a recording artist, a performer, as well as a worship leader right here at Perimeter Church. But this latest endeavor of writing a book really took me out of my comfort zone. The idea to write When God Doesn't Fix It emerged over just the past few years of having more and more opportunities to share my story. As I honestly shared my faith journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I became more and more convinced that the greatest ministry that any of us have to offer is to share our stories. It is through our imperfect lives, even our most broken chapters, that God's faithfulness is truly showcased. Yet, as a mom of a 1-year-old with twins on the way, I really struggled to see how I could find time to write out such a story. By the way, just warning anyone who's listening, don't ever tell God what you don't have time to do. He has a really funny way of clearing your schedule really in the most inconvenient way you can imagine. So 7 months into my pregnancy with twins, I was put on mandatory bed rest, having to cancel all of my events, being banished to my couch by my mother and my husband, who graciously took care of our little girl and our entire home for the remainder of my pregnancy. But the true reason I wrote When God Doesn't Fix It wasn't that I had to find something to do during my maternity leave to avoid cabin fever. I wrote it to share the hard truths that God has been teaching me ever since my husband was diagnosed with a brain tumor. This book is for anyone who has ever had God answer their prayers differently than they ask, or maybe in a different time frame than they expected. And that's why I hope that you will join me on this 5-week journey through When God Doesn't Fix It. During our time together, we will see how God can redeem our past and give us hope for the future. And we will see that while God may not fix everything that's broken in our lives, He will lead us to a place where we are better because of it. On Christ the solid rock I stand.